Hey, what's up guys, it's BenBonk and welcome to the best of the BenBonk Game Jam number 1. This Game Jam was incredible and we had over 750 people join and over 200 submissions. So thank you for everyone who participated and joined the jam. So without further ado, let me showcase some of the best games from the jam. Let's start off with the winners of the Game Jam, and in first place we had the Prevaricators. Murder mysteries were a common theme throughout the jam, and this game definitely did that very well. The art in it is very good, and I love the whole entire feel of the game, and overall it was just a very solid game that definitely deserved first place. In second place we had Escort Quest, which is another really fun game, where pretty much the take on the theme was where you really couldn't trust people who you're escorting, so sometimes the slimes that you are going to escort, or these other enemies, will try to attack you, which makes it really interesting and a really fun experience overall. And in third place we had Home Before Dark, which had a really cool mechanic where your light would reveal new parts of the map, which makes for a really fun experience, and you'll also have to not trust these witches, and so you can send out these light bolts which will reveal witches, and you have to destroy them and get past all the different levels while killing all the dark witches, which is a really cool concept for the game, and I think it made for a great mood. The aesthetics were great, and overall this game was really enjoyable. And for BenBonk's choice, I had to go with my beloved Paragon OS. This game is incredible. It's pretty much where you fight through a series of boss fights. There's 3 bosses in the game. They are all incredible. All the attacks line up with the music, the effects, everything is amazing. I'll just play a clip of that now just so you can get a feel of one of the boss fights. Each boss fight is completely unique, and I just had a blast playing this game. I can't recommend it enough, so if you have some time, make sure to check it out. Obviously, a common interpretation of the theme was to not trust certain people, and in Trustopia, you pretty much play as a guy trying to escape this city, and you cannot trust everyone you talk to, which makes for a very interesting experience, and if you talk to the wrong people or ask how to leave the city, you will be confronted and have to escape from there. It's a very interesting game, and honestly I don't know how he got so much done in such a little amount of time. Very well made, and I love the story of this game. Another very cool game was Spaz, in which you play as a moderator for a live stream, and it has amazing graphics, some of the best graphics of the jam undoubtedly, and the theme of this was used very well, how you have to moderate the chat room, which made for a really fun experience. Fortunately the gameplay is very short and ends pretty quickly, but I think this game has a lot of potential, and it's just very fun to ban people, because I especially love Papers, Please. Rooftop Samurai is a game where you play as a rooftop samurai, and pretty much just go around hacking and slashing against these little guys who will shoot at you or slice at you. It has an amazing game feel. It's super satisfying to jump through buildings and hack and slash your way through all these different enemies. The combat also feels amazing. Animagnosia is another game with incredible pixel art, as with many other games inside of the jam, and the mood of this game is incredible, and I love all the post-processing effects. You pretty much wander around as this guy, and the kind of theme of this game is that you cannot trust everyone you meet, so you'll meet some people who will help you, some people who won't, which makes for some really interesting gameplay, and I had a blast playing this one. A type of game that I did not expect to see during the jam was a local co-op game, but Jam Rivalry proved this wrong, and they made a very good local co-op game that I had a blast playing with my brother. And the gameplay is very solid overall, with some nice puzzles and all that kind of stuff, and it had a very nice twist ending. Flipped Judgment was a simple game where you had to flip levers based off what someone says to you, and sometimes you cannot trust what they tell you, and it gets really confusing with all the double negatives and stuff, but it is a very solid game overall, and I love the post-processing effects on this one. Never Trust a Bird is a game where you're trapped by Professor James R. Buckledorf, and you pretty much have to escape from him. The gameplay can be extremely frustrating at times, but it has a really cool gravity effect, and it has a very nice twist ending also. The next game I like to showcase is Interrogation 091, and this game was more of an experience rather than a game, but it's very interesting concept, and I love the overall mood of it. Pretty much just has an interrogator asking you questions, you can answer yes or no. They start off pretty innocent, but then they start turning more creepy with each question asked, and they're just very personal questions, and it was more just really interesting to me. It was very different from most of the other games, and while it was very short and a very short experience, I think the mood just really sold me on this game, and it was a very interesting game overall. A lot of games had the theme of suspicion and people being suspicious, and the game that did this really well and was very well polished was Impersonator Detonator. And this game was very interesting, where you pretty much have to play as this agent and you have to interrogate people by right-clicking, and you have to find the difference between the sheep and the wolves. It made for a really cool experience. I know I've said that a lot, but it is very well polished. I can't believe how much got done in such a short amount of time. And it's just very interesting to interrogate people, try to, make sure to eliminate all the wolves, and it just made for a really cool game. One thing that's really cool about game jams is creators can make games that would probably never be full releases and just are short experiences that make for just a fun 5 minutes. And two games that did this very well, and I think are some really cool short games, are The Unusual Suspects and Do Not Trust Aliens. In Do Not Trust Aliens, you play as this guy who basically has to destroy all the aliens and shoot them, but as it turns out, the aliens that you are shooting are actually humans, and you're not supposed to trust your boss. Very short game, but it was just a nice 2-minute experience, which is some really nice art. In The Unusual Suspects, you play as a guy trying to find the bomber, and just by clicking on them and using 3 facial features to identify who the criminal is. And this reminds me a lot of Singled Out from the GMT Game Jam 2019. It's very similar. It's a super simple game, which I'm sure took inspiration, but it's just very fun, just a 2-minute experience, and I couldn't see it as a full release, but it's just a nice thing to experiment with. And that is going to wrap it up, guys. I didn't want to make this video too long because there's so many good submissions, but I just wanted to highlight some of my personal favorites. So if you guys did like this video, maybe like or subscribe. Be a new Slime Keep devlog in about a week. So I hope you guys did like this video. Thank you for everyone who participated in the game jam. I'll see you guys later. Bye.